Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi student, how are you today? We hope all of you in a good condition. Do you still remember what we learned last day? Okay, we learned about type of microscope, what is cell, and structure and function of cell. Today, we will continue our material. This is cell composition. Our learning objective today is, after studying this chapter, students are expected to be able to first, explaining the main composition of cells, second, differentiating between animal, plant, and prokaryotic cell organelles. What is main composition of cell? From this picture, the first picture is plant cell, and the second picture is animal cells. You ever learn this when you 8th grade? First is plasma membrane. This is the plasma membrane. And this is plasma membrane of animal cell. Second is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm, this and this. And third, nucleus. Nucleus, this and its. Plasma membrane. This is a picture of plasma membrane red blood cell. It takes by transmission electron microscopy, and the plasma membrane is appears as a pair of dark cords separated by a light cord in the middle. This is the outside the cell, and this is inside the cell. This is a structure model of the plasma membrane. This is a hydrophilic part, and in the middle is hydrophobic part. It's called phospholipid bilayer. And this is protein, and this is carbohydrate chain. The plasma membrane or cell membrane is boundary structure between the cytoplasm and the outer surface of the cell. The function as a cell envelope and regulate the entry and the exit of substances. The second composition of cell is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a part of the protoplasm located between the plasma membrane and the nuclear membrane, the place where cellular chemical reactions take place. Here is cytoplasm. Here is cytoplasm. It includes cytosol and organelles. Cytosol or cytomatrix or cytoplasmic matrix is a liquid matrix that surrounds the organelles within the cell. This structure can change from a liquid to the gel and then back to the liquid. In the plant cell picture, we can see cytosol with yellow color here, and with this animal cell, this picture, we can see cytosol here with blue color. This is a cytosol. Organelles. Organelles are small organs that cells have with specific function. The organelles cannot be observed using a light microscope, but can observe use electron microscope. This is a picture of cell, animal cell and plant cell with detailed organelles. First, in plant cell, there is cell wall. Cell wall function is for protection. The animal cell doesn't have cell wall. This is organelle called chloroplast. It's chloroplast, 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 and chloroplast. The chloroplasts are also only found in plant cells, and their function is to carry out photosynthesis. In plant cells, there are also plastids, which are only found in plant cells. The function is to store food substances and pigments. It is vacuolas. Vacuola are found in both plant and animal cells, but in plant cells, it's more bigger than animal cells. The function is to store water and metabolic waste. Lysosome to break down damaged cell structure. This is lysosome, lysosome, and lysosome. Mitochondria, this mitochondria, this mitochondria, 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 this is mitochondria, mitochondria, mitochondria. The function is to produce energy through cellular respiration. Endoplasmic reticulum, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, SER, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, SER. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum is not attached to ribosomes, while the rogue endoplasmic reticulum is attached to ribosomes. This is rogue endoplasmic reticulum, RER, and this rogue endoplasmic reticulum, RER, attached to ribosomes. This is ribosome. Endoplasmic reticulum is to synthesis lipid, and this is ribosome, and is ribosome. The function is to synthesis protein. Organelles that are generally not found in plants but are found in animals. There is centriole. The function is for cell division, and cilia for cell movement. Cell type. There are two cell types. First is eukaryotic, has a cell nucleus membrane. This is nucleus membrane. And the prokaryotic does not have a nuclear membrane. DNA in eukaryotic is stored in the nucleus. This is nucleus, and this is the DNA. Prokaryotic cell, DNA stored in the cytoplasm. Eukaryotic, larger size and complex structure. Prokaryotic, small size and simple structure. Eukaryotic have a membrane-bound organelles. These organelles with membrane bond. Prokaryotic doesn't have membrane-bound organelles. The example of eukaryotic is animal cell, plant cell, protists, fungi. Prokaryotic cell example is bacteria and archaea. The conclusion from today's lesson is there is three main cell composition. First, plasma membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus. Cytoplasm consists of cytosol and organelles. The type cell influence cell composition. There is prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cells have a more complex cell composition than prokaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cell, the example is bacteria, and eukaryotic cell, the example is animal cell. Thank you everyone. That's all for today's lesson. I hope it's useful for us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.